Hey everyone, hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to day one of the 5-day crochet challenge. I'm hoping that some people are popping over. Hi everyone, welcome to day one of the 5-day crochet challenge. I hope you enjoyed the video lesson over on YouTube that just premiered. And I feel like I need to start with a quick apology for the bit of a naughty language that just sneaked into the video. I am so sorry. But yeah, I will be editing those videos and I will cut that bit out because yeah, a couple of naughty words sneaked through. I can only apologize. But yeah, I was trying to film the videos and it was a little bit noisy, so a couple of naughty words slipped out of my mouth and I am ever so sorry. I can only hold my hands up and admit the mistake. It was mistake on my part. And yes, it happened and it totally sneaked under the radar and yeah, but it will be dealt with. I have already removed those couple of videos, so I will edit that little bit out and re-upload them all for you guys, okay? So, hi everyone. We've got people here already. Angela, hi. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you for the heart. And we've got a hi, Miss Veronika. Good morning and hello to everyone. People are popping over. Hi, everyone. It's so lovely to have you here. I'm so excited that you have got the time to join me because when I was trying to come up with a good time for everyone, it was a little bit tricky with the different time zones and try to fit this within my day as well so it doesn't interfere too much with the rest of my life. So it was a little bit tricky, but I'm so excited that people are popping over. Hello everyone, welcome. And we've got hi, hello everyone, and we've got someone here. Hi, I'm fully blind and I crochet and I would love to learn how to make tops and cardigans. So I'm excited about this series. Fantastic. Hi, welcome. So excited to have you here. So, apart from those couple of naughty words, did you enjoy the crochet lesson? Was there something that you learned, something new, something you perhaps haven't heard before, or something that you might have heard somewhere before and it wasn't quite clear, but the lesson perhaps cleared that up for you? I would love to know. I would love for you to ask any questions. If you do have any questions, this is basically why we're here. If I was just rabbiting on and it wasn't making sense, this is your chance to ask any questions if you wanted to. Hi, Laura. So, we were talking about choosing the right pattern, some of the factors to think about when choosing a pattern, and honestly, it seems like such an obvious thing sometimes, but let me tell you a story, and I'm going to say two words, and I'm probably guessing that 90% of you guys are going to roll your eyes. You're going to be thinking, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Virus shawl. Have you made virus shawl? Right. Virus shawl was a crochet shawl pattern that was super popular. Probably I'm talking back to 2018, 2019, correct me if I'm wrong. Everyone was making virus shawls, absolutely everyone. Um, and I jumped on a bandwagon and I made one and it just turned out awful. And I wore it once. So this is what I'm talking about when we need to think about when choosing a pattern, because it's so easy to kind of jump in because it's popular at the moment and everyone's making one and you want to make one. But my virus shawl, I mean, it's a lovely pattern, you know, it's a lovely lacy pattern. And if you've been following for a little while, you know that I do love lace. I love crochet lace. But I think it was partly the type of yarn I used or the color I used. it was one of those, when I go back into crochet, somebody had a bag of yarn. So this yarn had no label. It was just a random ball of yarn. It was a really scratchy, cheap acrylic yarn. And it was in kind of like a lilac, mushroomy mauve color. It was really awful, awful color. And I made this viral short, only like a smaller version, not the full version, but I made a smaller version and I wore it out once. And my friend actually looked at me, right? And she put her hand on my shoulder and she said to me, "Are you okay? You look awfully pale. Do you feel not okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine. I think it's just the shawl I'm wearing." Honestly, this thing around my neck just looked like life has drained out of me, and it was just an awful thing I made. So this is why I put this lesson together for you guys, to kind of stop for a second, pause, and think about the pattern that you are embarking on to make, right? Because it's easy to make something because everyone else is making something, but I just wanted you to kind of take different little factors into account, like the difficulty level, the seasonality, the style, what designer and pattern you're actually choosing. And we've got also the materials needed. That's what I didn't mention. And obviously ease of the pattern and stuff like that. So really kind of sit back and look at the pattern, do a little bit of research, like I was talking about, looking at the designer, at their portfolio, their social media channels, YouTube channels, what kind of pattern support they offer, and bits and pieces like this, because that all goes into deciding and choosing the right pattern to make. Okay, so we've got all the abbreviations in a worksheet in UK or US term. Catherine, I I th I would say US terms, but if you're a little bit more specific, if you let me know which particular worksheet you're referring to, then I'll be able to. But the whole course is in US terms, but there is obviously, when we talk about, if you upgraded to the VIP ticket, I'm assuming, if you upgraded to the VIP ticket, we talk about difference between US and UK terms. So obviously there will be UK terms mentioned there, but all the other worksheets are in US crochet terms. But if you let me know which particular worksheet you're talking about, I can double confirm that it is US crochet terms. So I just feel like I need to explain these couple of balloons decorations. And if you can see this big thing behind me, it is my little boy's birthday today. He is 4 today, so this is all for him, ready up. I was thinking about turning a camera and facing a plain wall, but I thought to myself, you know what? We're going to have a party. We're going to have a crochet party together. We're going to talk about different bits of crochet, and it's going to feel like a party with your friends. So why not have the background? And yeah, this is his present that we're going to open tonight with him when he comes back from Childminders, where he's hopefully having heaps of fun with his friends. So hence the balloons. I don't normally have balloons up in my living room. And we've got here Stacy. My takeaway is to take my body measurement and not take for granted that the ease and sizes given in a pattern like small, medium, large. Absolutely. This is honestly, if you don't take away anything else from this first lesson, just remember that for various reasons, when we designed crochet garment patterns, like this has got a little stitch pattern here, my Reno cardigan. This is a stitch pattern over 4 stitches. So it's quite easy to have the sizes, the difference between the sizes quite close. But as I mentioned in the video, the Evelyn sweater, the flower pattern is over 14 stitches. Now, I didn't want to kind of slice through the flower, so 14 stitches is quite a bit of a difference. So Evelyn sweater is not your standard shop bought clothing sizes, okay? It doesn't fall into those categories. It still follows the Craft Yarn Council body measurement guides, But as for shop bought sizes, if you think like, well, I'm size medium, I always wear medium, so I'm just going to make medium without looking at the actual finished measurements of the garment, that's going to totally throw you off. Okay. So don't get hung up on small, medium, large. I know that sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to make XL because I'm not, I'm size medium normally. I don't want to make XL, but it doesn't matter. Honestly, it's just the name of the size, and it really doesn't matter what size you're making as long as it's to your body measurements. Okay. So don't get confused between the shop bought sizes and the sizes of the garment pattern that you're going to follow. So take your body measurements, then look at the pattern, then look at the kind of the measurements that are given for the finished garment, and that's how you choose the best size. Okay. So say I measure my chest and it's 100 centimeters, then I'm going to think, okay, I want a bit of positive ease in my sweater. So I want the sweater to be slightly larger than the measurements of my chest because I don't like tight fitting clothes. I don't want something that is too figure hugging. So I'm going to be looking at chest circumference of 105 centimeters, and then go back to the pattern sizing and choose the chest circumference that is as close to 105 centimeters as possible. Okay, whether it's then 106 or 104, that's totally up to you. Then decide, because if it's 104 in a pattern, that will only give you 4 centimeter positive ease instead of the 5 centimeters you wanted. If you choose like 107 centimeters chest circumference, it's obviously going to give you a couple of centimeters extra positive ease compared to the one you were aiming for. But that is the best way to choose the size. Don't get hung up on the name sizes from extra small to 5XL. Always look at the measurement, and based on your own body measurements, then choose the perfect size, taking into account your body measurements and your ease. Okay, so I'm just running through the comments here, and we've got sorry, let's move on to this. And what about when you are a large person who has to take tummy into account? Okay, if your tummy circumference is larger than your chest, you could actually take into account the circumference of your tummy. If it's, if you need to add, say, 5 extra centimeters onto your chest measurement, you could actually make the sweater in the larger size, in the size that corresponds with the circumference of your tummy. So it would be kind of a little bit of extra room, extra movement across your chest as well. Or if you feel comfortable, if you feel confident enough, Laura, to kind of increase the circumference of the pattern as you're making it. So as an example, if you're making a raglan sweater, which is worked from top down, you could work to your chest measurement until you split the yoke for your front and back panel, and then for your two sleeve, two armholes. And then once you go past your chest, you could then, if you made toys before, just kind of space out the increases in a equal places all around the circumference of your sweater, and just space out those increases so it just goes slightly out, and it will be more comfortable across your tummy, if that makes sense. So once you split the raglan yoke into your chest and back, the circumference of your main body and the two sleeves on the side, I hope you can visualize this. Then when you go working just the main body, so you go working in rounds across your main body, you could then actually evenly space out increases, and that will increase the circumference to go across your tummy. Or like I said, if there is a few inches difference, you could actually make the size of the pattern, the chest circumference that corresponds with the tummy circumference, if that makes sense. I hope that helps you. Uh, it was in my worksheet download. Okay, so I'm gonna say that all the sheets use US crochet terms, apart from the one that talks about the difference between UK and US crochet terms. Okay. Um, ta, ta. And here we go. So we've got, because I'm blind, a midget on my body as I go for the right fit. I just don't like to crochet with the panels, but I have to learn to do so. Okay, so what construction style works best for you? Do you prefer raglan? Do you prefer kind of circular yokes? What is best for you? What do you enjoy the most? Um, Right, and this is a question. Are the videos only available live, or will they be available for a few hours after showing in case work gets in the way of watching live? I know there will be a few I won't be able to watch live. Okay, Carrie. Yes, the videos will premiere live over on YouTube, and they will be available for a few hours after. And if you signed up with the free ticket, they will disappear from the dashboard. If you upgraded to the VIP members ticket, you will have a lifetime access to the videos. Okay. The reason I have pulled down the video from day one already, because if you have just joined me now, there is a tiny little naughty word that sneaked in that wasn't edited out, and I'm so embarrassed about it, but it just flew out. So it has got a naughty word in it that was supposed to be edited out, but it slipped under the radar. So I have taken those two videos down, and I will have to cut that little bit out, and I will re-upload them, so you'll be able to watch them again for a few hours with a free ticket, or lifetime access with the VIP ticket. Okay, so if you scan this QR code here, that will take you to the sales page where you can upgrade to the VIP ticket. Okay, right. And which do you think is better to start? Chest measurements are shoulder to shoulder. Uh, Do you mean which construction style is better to start if you're a beginner? So I would probably suggest separate panels, because they're kind of just easy shapes. If you want to make a really easy jumper, I would go for like a boxy jumper where it's just front and back panel with maybe a little bit of shaping around your neck, whether that's like a V shape around your neck or like a crew neck, and then two extra panels for the sleeves that are either worked straight onto the main bodies, or they are worked separately and then sewn on. Okay. Chest measurements. Okay, if you watch the video lesson, I showed you how to measure the chest circumference. Okay, so you would place it on your back and then bring it forward, measure obviously the widest part of your chest. If the pattern only gives you chest measurements shoulder to shoulder, that would be kind of the back width, I would assume. So it would be measured on the back, shoulder to shoulder, in which case that means that it would be half of the chest circumference. Okay. So if you measure your chest and you get 100 centimeters, shoulder to shoulder measurement would be 50 centimeters or thereabouts. Okay, because obviously depends on how big your bust is. Obviously the front measurement will be slightly bigger than your shoulder to shoulder measurement. Okay, so shoulder to shoulder measurement is quite tricky. I don't think you will get an accurate measurement if you try to do that yourself. So I would you would need to ask someone to help you with the shoulder to shoulder measurement, but that would be half of the chest circumference. Okay. And we've got thumbs up from Carrie. Okay. can only apologize again. And we've got, okay, so right now you're not sure. I need to sample all of them and then decide which one is better. That's where I'm confused. Okay. As I was talking about the difficulty level, don't let the label on the pattern dictate the difficulty level for you, because a difficulty level in crochet is very subjective. Okay, as I said in a video, you can find a pattern that says it's kind of advanced beginner or intermediate, but honestly, if you look closer at the pattern, maybe there is a free version of the pattern on the designer's blog. You can also, as I was talking about, checking out the designer. A lot of us provide free crochet patterns on our blogs, so you can go ahead and look at the pattern on the blog and see how it's written and what techniques it uses, what kind of stitches are involved. Have you tried these stitches before? Can you learn, perhaps, if you don't know all the techniques and all the stitches, but if you don't look at the stitches, are those stitches kind of easy? Can you learn these stitches before you dive into the pattern? Because a lot of time you can learn stitches and actually make stuff like washcloths or dishcloths in a process, so you don't have to end up with nothing. You can actually make something with the pattern, with the while learning the stitches. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't get kind of put off by the label of the pattern. If it says advanced and you feel like a beginner, as long as you try those techniques before and it's not it's not out of your comfort zone, then by all means give that a go. And like I said, if you choose wisely and choose from a designer that offers pattern support, you can then kind of know that you're working on a pattern where you will get help, where you will get answers to your questions, and the designer will help you. Okay, I'm just going to pull the curtain slightly because the last time the sunshine was kind of coming in through the window and my camera decided to turn off because it was overheating. So we don't want that to happen. And good morning from Deborah. Good morning. So yeah, thank you for all the questions. That's amazing. I'm glad you guys are popping in with your questions. And yeah, let me know what else you took away from the lesson. If anything wasn't making sense, or if like I said, if I was rabbiting on, let me know and we'll clear that up right here. And don't forget that inside your dashboard, whether you signed up with a free ticket or you decided for the VIP upgrade, inside that dashboard, you do have a worksheet for today, which is your body measurements. So that's just a quick worksheet showing you whereabouts to measure your chest, the kind of underside of your sleeve length, and then the total length of your garment from your shoulder to your waist. Okay, so that is also available with the free ticket as well as the VIP members ticket. So if you enjoyed the lesson and if you want access to a lot more written materials and bonus video lesson, you can upgrade to the VIP ticket, which is, you can scan this QR code here, and that will take you back to the registration page where you'll be able to upgrade to the VIP ticket. And I'm just going to quickly share with you this screen right here. So this is your dashboard for the VIP ticket. Okay, and as you can see on the side here, you've got loads of materials, extra materials that are included with the VIP member ticket upgrade. As you can see on day 3, we've got crochet gauge basics mini course. So that's one of the perks of the VIP upgrade, that you actually get access to the mini course, gauge mini course. It's a course by itself. It's not mini by any kind of meaning or word. It's just because it concentrates on one topic. That's why I kind of called it mini course, but it's not it's not mini at all. And there you go, so you can see this. And here is the so we're going to go on day 1 video lesson here. And yes, the video is unavailable at the moment. As I said before, I need to edit it a little bit and then it will be re-uploaded into your VIP membership area, and you'll be able to watch it as many times as you need to. Pause it, rewind it, and really learn at your own pace. Okay, and then we've got loads of written materials, and this is actually the one of the bonus video lessons. So this is crochet garments construction styles that talks in depth about different construction styles, which ones are kind of more suitable for beginners, which ones are a little bit more advanced. So we dive deeper into all the different construction styles. So that's your bonus video lesson that only comes with the VIP members ticket. And then we've got the rest of the written materials here that there are also some links you can click on that will then direct you to more materials. And here we are measuring our body. That's all the materials for there. We talk about pattern sizing here and explanation of the sizing. And here we are. This is the link back to the live Q&A that's happening right now. So you will have the link there to go back and watch this live session as many times as you wish again. And this is your download. So for day one, we've got body measurement worksheet and inches to centimeters conversion chart. So that's like a cheat sheet you can download to your device and have it handy for maybe when you're offline, maybe when you're off grid, that you can use the converters online. So this cheat sheet will help you with that type of things. Okay, so that's the VIP upgrade, VIP ticket that you can still purchase. Is still available at the early bird price, which will go up after the live challenge is finished. It will go up to the regular price. Okay. We've got some more comments here. Someone gave me some close ones and said, here, have these, they are huge. It was confirmed for me that huge is not a size when I joined my first crochet along a pair of mittens and went straight for the largest size and swam in them. Absolutely, Laura, this is what I'm saying. Don't look at the size names and take them at the face value, because as I said, as an example, my Evelyn sweater, if you perhaps looked at size 4XL, its name of the size is 4XL, but the chest circumference and the measurements would go far beyond 4XL because of the crochet stitch pattern that is used, like the flower pattern. So it would go far beyond the 4XL measurements. It's just the name of the size. So always, always, always choose based on the measurements rather than taking it as a shop bought clothes sizing, because it's not always possible to stick to that sizing when it comes to designing a crochet pattern. Okay, and there we go. Understanding ease was amazing. Something new I learned today. That's fantastic. That's fabulous. Yeah, ease is one of the most important things, right? Because I can tell you now, I have never made anything with negative ease ever in my life, because I just cannot stand the feeling of my clothes literally being really tight on me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I would probably get overheated, way too hot. So, yeah, excuse me. So, negative ease is a big no-no for me. I do prefer either kind of no ease, maybe sometimes no ease. You would get away with no ease when I'm talking about choosing something to wear for myself. But positive ease is a way to go for me. Okay, so ease is really important, and as I said, when choosing a size, take your body measurement, then add on however much positive ease you want, because this is the great thing about positive ease. If a pattern is designed, say, with 2.5 centimeters positive ease, so like an inch of positive ease, say size, as a name, size medium is 102.5 centimeters circumference, right? So my chest is 100 centimeters, and the finished chest on the sweater size medium is 102.5 centimeters, which will give me 2.5 centimeters positive ease. Okay, but I'm thinking, okay, is that enough? Is it like a, say, like a cardigan like this? So I'm gonna be wearing a t-shirt underneath, or I'm gonna be wearing another layer underneath because fall, winter are coming. So I want more than just 2.5 centimeters positive ease. So you can actually look up a size and look at the size large. And as an example, size large might have the chest circumference of size large, so the next size up could be like 107 centimeters, okay, which will give you, with my 100 centimeters chest circumference, that would give you 7 centimeters positive ease. Okay, and now I'm thinking, okay, 7 centimeters positive ease, that's good for me, that's great, it will give me plenty of kind of extra room underneath, so I can pop on like a thicker t-shirt, I can, pop a vest on underneath or something with long sleeves, and then you can wear your cardigan even if the weather gets even cooler, right? Because if it's the smaller, if the ease, extra positive ease is only 2.5 centimeters, you might be thinking, okay, all I can really put underneath is like a thin vest top, which will probably last you for the warmer days of fall. But then I'm thinking, okay, if I do the large, size large, which gives me 7 centimeters of positive ease, I'm thinking, okay, that's quite a bit of room for something thicker, for like a long sleeve top, which will then make the cardigan much more versatile in terms of you can wear it into like the colder parts of fall. So ease is amazing when you understand it, and when then you kind of have the power to adjust the fit of your sweater without having to adjust any of the stitch counts, any of the pattern itself, if that makes sense, right? So if I choose the next size up, which will give you 107 centimeters chest circumference, that will give you plenty of ease, right? So you're going to change the way the cardigan sits on your body, and you can increase the versatility of the cardigan by being able to wear something thicker and warm underneath, right? And you don't have to kind of get any gray hairs trying to adjust the pattern, trying to work out different numbers, trying to think, okay, I need to add stitches here, take away stitches here. But by doing that, you might then have to adjust the sleeves and then adjust the neckline, and then the whole pattern just goes a bit wonky, and you have to then keep adjusting the rest of the pattern. So by understanding ease, you can really actually choose the size that is going to work for you better. Okay, that is another way to kind of not get hung up on the sizing of the pattern. Don't get hung up on the right, small, medium, large, extra large, whatever the sizes are. Always look at the finished measurements of the garment and then imagine it on your body, right? So ease is a really magical thing when you understand it, and you can then adjust the pattern yourself. Okay, I'm gonna thank you for answering all the questions. Not a problem. This is what we're here for. I'm so glad you guys have showed up for me and came along with some of your questions. I'm so happy to answer them. And if you've got any more, keep them coming. It's fine. We've got plenty of time so far. Hey everyone, thank you so much. And we've got, this makes so much more sense. Thank you. I'm so glad. That is the best comment ever. I'm hoping that this challenge will give you guys all the knowledge and all the power you need to kind of, whether it's your first garment or second or whatever number of garment you're making, I'm hoping that these little video lessons and these live chats, when you can pop along, ask your questions, that you will be able to get the answers you need. Because there's nothing more frustrating than when you don't know something and you don't even know where to find the answer, right? And we've got Stacey, thank you so much for this 5-day challenge. I will be taking my time in choosing my patterns more carefully. I too don't like any of my clothes hugging me. Love your balloons in the background. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I had a great headache blowing them up last night because I hate blowing up balloons. But yes, yeah, No problem. I'm so glad that you guys are here showing up, and thank you from Angela. You're so welcome. So welcome. And oh, Laura, happy birthday, Laura. Thank you for this. This is my birthday present to myself. Thank you. Happy birthday to Cole. I will pass the message on. Happy birthday, Laura. I remember it's your birthday today. So yeah, guys. Any more questions? If you have any more questions, I'm just looking at my notes quickly, because I wrote things down. Kind of, I was thinking, okay, if not many people show up to the live, because it's such a time. I mean, it's lunchtime in US might be just waking up, the other side of US is probably still asleep, and then Australia is much kind of further along. So I thought I need to make some notes to fill the silence. So let me just check my notes, what I was gonna talk about. Right. Body measurements. So let me just quickly be back to the body measurements. One thing, don't get confused by the different units, okay? Some patterns use centimeters, some patterns use inches, some patterns actually give you both inches and centimeters, okay? So if you go ahead and choose a pattern based on your measurements, I know this might sound super obvious, but make sure that you're mindful to stick to the same units, okay? If you start in centimeters, carry on in centimeters. If you prefer inches, stick to inches and don't change, okay? Because when you cross between the two, things can go horribly wrong very, very quickly, okay? So just stick to the same units. That's one of the little pieces of advice that I wanted to just point out. And yeah, so whatever ticket you guys booked, go ahead, log into your dashboard, uh, download your body measurement worksheet. I have included inches and centimeters, so you can write down both, whichever you prefer to work with. You can convert them, and if you can print this worksheet out and measure yourself. If you need to rewatch the video, I will upload it back up. So you can rewatch the video and watch me measure myself with a straight tape measure, not the retractable one. If you can, measure yourself and write it down onto your worksheet, your chest circumference, the length from your shoulder down to your waist, and then the underside of your sleeve. Write these measurements down. And then go ahead, and if you have got an eye on a pattern, go ahead and check out the sizing of the pattern and decide on your ease. Okay. Do you want negative ease? So it's kind of tight, figure hugging. Do you don't want any ease, you want it to fit as it is, or you want some positive ease, so you don't want it too tight, you want it to have a little bit more room in your garment. Then go ahead, write down those measurements, and based on your body measurements, then go ahead and choose the size that works best for you. Okay, because so that's your challenge for today. Okay, because at the end of the day, it is 5-day crochet challenge, so I'm gonna give you a little challenge today. Go ahead and grab that body measurement worksheet by logging into your dashboard, or if you haven't signed up for the challenge, if you haven't got a login to the dashboard, you can grab the free ticket if you scan this QR code here, or I will pop the link. Let me just grab this link and pop it into the comments as well, so you guys have the access there. So click that link in the comments or scan the QR code up here. Get yourself a free ticket for the 5-day crochet challenge, because as I said, this is a challenge after all. Log in, grab that body measurement worksheet from your dashboard, print it out, or you can have it digital if you want to. If you pop it on your iPad, you can then kind of write onto it with your pen. And yeah, measure your bodies in inches or centimeters, whichever you prefer. If you have got the VIP ticket, you also have the inches to centimeters converter there included. So go ahead and get those measurements. It's quite handy having both measurements, so inches and centimeters, because as I said, Not all patterns will include both units. Some patterns will be written in centimeters, other patterns can be written in inches. So do the little homework now, measure your body, write it down in inches or centimeters, and then convert it to the other measurement, the other unit. And then go ahead and say the pattern you've been eyeing up for a little while, go ahead, look at the sizing of the pattern, and then go ahead and choose your size, thinking about ease. Okay, take ease into account, positive, negative, no ease in the middle. Take the ease into account, add it to your measurement or subtract it from your measurement if you're going for negative ease, and based on this measurement then choose your size. Okay, let me know. You can let me know in the comments tomorrow after you do your little bit of homework. We can talk, we can kind of circle back to day one, and you can let me know tomorrow what size have you guys chosen, or what size do you normally wear, and what size have you chosen on the crochet garment pattern based on your measurement and based on the amount of ease that you have decided. Okay, so as I said, it's in your dashboard. If you haven't grabbed your ticket, the link is in the comments. Grab your free ticket or upgrade to the VIP member ticket to have lifetime and instant access to all the other video lessons and all the other materials and all the other worksheets, course books, handbooks. We've got 2 bonus video lessons in the VIP upgrade if you wanted to. So go ahead and do your homework for today, and we will circle back to it tomorrow. Okay, so just to quickly show you, this is the page that you basically come to, and we've got the free ticket and the VIP ticket you can book for this challenge. And we've got some testimonials here, lovely people. Love you all. And I'm just going to scroll down to this bonus section. So this is what your VIP ticket includes. Okay, so 5 in-depth ad-free video lessons, links to live Q&As, the full course handbook you can download and keep and use even when you're offline, worksheets, cheat sheets, full access to my Crochet Gauge Basics mini course. You also get a $10 Ravelry voucher, so you can go ahead and perhaps choose a garment pattern that you've been eyeing up but never kind of had the confidence or the all the knowledge you needed to start one of those patterns. So go ahead and choose it. Grab the pattern from our Ravelry store with your voucher that's inside your VIP members area. Then we're going to have a private Q&A session about a month later. I think I scheduled it for the end of October, so you guys can work through the materials and then pop along to the private Q&A session, ask any questions, or if you have at that point already started any of the patterns, you can then come and ask questions. If you get stuck on anything, we'll get through it, we'll get to the bottom of it, we'll see why it's not working or why it's not working out or what you got stuck on. We've got 2 extra video lessons in a VIP membership, and you also get my crochet Christmas planner. This thing has been a lifesaver for me. It's like a little crochet planner of planning gifts for the holiday season because it is around the corner. So you can start planning your Christmas gift list, and you get instant lifetime access. It's yours to download and keep forever, completely ad-free, and it's an easy platform to use. Okay. So that's the VIP upgrade. If you decided to go ahead, and I think I just missed this comment. Did I put this up? I'm so excited to take this course. I'm on my 3rd cardigan, and each one I have made, there have been issues. I hope this course answers all my problems. Thank you. I hope so too. And do you know what? If it doesn't, if there is still something that I kind of missed, because I've been raking my brains, what else can I add to this? What other issues could you guys be facing when you starting or when you're getting into garment making? So if there is something that I missed, or if you have got a question that isn't answered in this 5-day challenge in the course, do pop along to this live Q&A, email me, whatever means, reach out to me and we will get to the bottom of it. We will answer it. That's what I'm here for, guys. You have me here every day of this week for these live Q&A sessions. So come along with your questions. Even if the questions don't directly relate to that day's topic, if, for example, tomorrow you're going to come onto the live Q&A after day 2 materials and you think, oh, actually, I've got a question about ease. By all means, pop it in a comment section, ask away. That's what we're here for. We're here to share the knowledge and get you guys all the power and all the knowledge you need to either make your first garment or to make a garment kind of, I want to say the right way. There's no right or wrong way, but the stress-free way, the easy way, the way that you know everything and you won't get stuck and you won't be sat there in the evening thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do now, and there's no one to ask. So I don't want you to be there, because I'm just going to share a quick story with you. If you're on my mailing list, you would have probably received this email yesterday, but I'm just going to share this story here and now, because this is basically what gave me the idea to come up with this crochet challenge. Okay, so a few months ago, I have decided to do some sewing. And the first ever project I have chosen was like a duster length, like a long jacket, cardigan type thing. Right. Okay. So this thing comes down to my knees. Right. And honestly, it was, to say that it was a steep learning curve would be a total understatement. Okay. Because I did not have a clue about sewing. Like, I can use sewing machine, right? But I mean, it talked about interfacing and basting stitches and, like, setting in the sleeve curve. And when I got the paper sewing pattern, I mean, this thing was huge. I could literally cover my whole house in this. And there was like lines and dotted lines and broken lines and little dots and full dots. And anyway, it was just a sea of nonsense to me, right? But I really wanted to make this cardigan because I was determined, and I said to myself, I will not be beaten by this thing. So I set out on a journey of actually finding out all the information I needed, right? So I spent countless hours on Google, kind of trying to find answers to my questions. Countless hours and hours on YouTube, watching different YouTube video tutorials, kind of, like speed scrolling forwards to the bit that I actually needed, because, makers make video tutorials, they're like hours, some of them are hour and a half, and I literally needed an answer to one question. So I probably spend more time scrolling through the video trying to find the answer than actually the explanation of the answer I needed, right? And after I made this thing, I mean, I did make it in the end. And somebody replied to my email, why didn't you share a picture? So I might actually share it tomorrow. I might bring it along to the live and I'll show you the jacket tomorrow. But after the whole process, I kind of sat there and I thought to myself, wow, that was a hard thing to do. Mainly because I did not have the materials I needed to get onto this journey the right way, all in one place, right? And then it dawned on me that, crocheters or beginners in crochet, or people that have tried to make a garment before and it didn't quite go to plan, they must feel the same way. They must kind of sit there, look at a crochet pattern. They might know the stitches, but they might look at the written crochet pattern and think to themselves, oh my God, what do I do with this? Where do I start? What does ease mean? What is a gauge, and why do I need to meet the gauge? And all these questions that naturally pop into your head, like it popped into my head when I was sewing the jacket. I was like, what is interfacing? How do I use it? What is a basting stitch? And why do I need to use the basting stitch before I use the sewing machine? So I was thinking all these questions are obviously questions that every beginner crocheter is asking when they first get into garment making. And then I thought to myself, I know how frustrated I felt, and I know how much time I wasted trying to look for answers when I could have been actually sewing the jacket. So I thought to myself, "Do you know what? I'm gonna try and help these guys. I'm gonna extend my helping hand." And honestly, I want this challenge to be like kind of sitting down at the kitchen table with a cup of tea with all of you guys and just sharing what I know, just telling you what I know about garment making. I'm not claiming to know everything, not far from it. There is so much stuff out there, but this beginner type of journey into garment making, like I said, understanding the ease, choosing the right pattern, choosing the right size of the pattern. Because if you start making a pattern and it's going to turn out huge or it's going to turn out too small, of course, you're going to just throw it in a naughty corner and then not bother with it. So that's exactly what I want to change. I don't want you to feel frustrated like I did when I started in sewing my jacket. I want you to have this resource to refer back to. That's why I don't mean to sound too salesy, but the VIP ticket is honestly, I think it's amazing resource for beginner crocheters getting into garment making, and all the information is there in one place, instant access, lifetime access. So next time, and once you go through the materials and then say you put crochet down for 6 months or so, and then you pick crochet back up and think like, oh, okay, I want to make another crochet sweater or another crochet cardigan. You can then go back, log into your dashboard and go through it all again. Go through the entire process step by step as it is set out in the VIP members ticket, and then use it for every pattern over and over and over and over again. Right? So that's basically where the idea came from. It was me crying over a sewing pattern, going over Google, Googling things, and scrolling through hours of YouTube video tutorials. And actually, I did ask in a sewing Facebook group. So I joined a Facebook group that's about sewing. And I ask a question in there as a beginner, of course. And the ladies are amazing, and the gentlemen in the group, they're absolutely amazing. They gave me loads of answers, but some of them answers were totally conflicting, right? Because they all had their own little ways that they do things. So one lady said, "Oh, you do it this way." Then another lady popped on, "Oh, no, 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 you do it this way." And then there was a third and fourth and fifth and sixth way. And I'm thinking, okay, by the time I work out which way works for me, I'm gonna give up on this jacket. So that is why I wanted to pull all the information about crochet garments into one handy resource for you guys to access. If you're accessing a live challenge or if you upgrade to the VIP members ticket, that is why I basically put this together for you guys. And I'm hoping, even if it just helps one of you guys, that's my mission completed. Okay. I'm really hoping that you're going to find this helpful, and all the videos and all your worksheets in your free dashboard as well, or the VIP member upgrade. If you do want to upgrade, here is a QR code you can scan, or there is a link in the comments below. You can grab and upgrade to the VIP members ticket. We talked about the benefits. I'm not going to repeat myself again, but you can see them all on the website. And you also have, even if you just grab the free ticket, you also have a 50% off Ravelry voucher for my store. You can go ahead and choose a pattern you want to work on, okay? Because tomorrow we're going to be talking about substituting yarn and calculating yarn amounts and hooks and measuring tools and bits and pieces like materials. So if you have a pattern in mind, you can bring that pattern along tomorrow. Now, we might not have time to go individually over each pattern you guys chose, but as we go over those materials, it would be handy to maybe have the pattern with you that you would like to work on. And maybe you can then take the knowledge from the lesson and what we're going to talk about on the lives, if there are going to be any questions. You can then apply all this to the pattern you have already chosen. Okay, so that would be really handy to do. You could do that by all means. Whether it's one of my patterns or someone else's patterns, that's totally fine. You know, every crochet pattern is welcome. But it would be really great if you could then apply the general knowledge we're going to talk about tomorrow. If you can apply it to your specific pattern that you have chosen to make. Okay. um Right, Tina. Hi, Tina. You missed the start of it. You have no idea what is going on. What's happening? It's the 5-day crochet challenge to get you making your first crochet garment, or you know, second, third, whatever. So we're here over these 5 days going over the basics of crocheting garments and getting into the pattern reading, substituting yarn, calculating yarn amounts, and all this thing that was all these things that we need to think about before we get into a garment making. Okay, so if you wanted to find out more information, Tina, scan the QR code, or there's a link in the comments below. You can check out the challenge and see what's going on. Join my mailing list, follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever. I'm shouting from the rooftops because I want to help as many of you guys as possible. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I can't believe we've been here for nearly an hour. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for showing up, guys, and popping along with your questions, saying hello, and telling me what was the takeaway point from today's lesson. As I said, the lessons will be re-uploaded later on today. You will have access to them live lesson on YouTube for a few hours to rewatch if you wanted to. If you wanted lifetime access, you can upgrade to the VIP member ticket that comes with loads and loads of bonuses. So you can do that via the QR code or the link in the comments. So thank you so much, guys. I feel really humbled. Honestly, I'm so glad that you guys joined joined in with the 5-day crochet challenge, and I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow when we're going to be talking about materials. As I said, yarn. We're going to be talking about yarn. I mean, who doesn't want to talk about yarn, right? So we're going to be talking about yarn, how to substitute yarn, because there is more to it than just swapping one DK to another DK. We're going to calculate yarn amounts. Now, this doesn't only apply for garments. This is really handy to know for any kind of crochet project that you wanted to make, okay? So, as I said, do your homework for today because it is a challenge. Grab that body measurement worksheet, measure your body, write those measurements down, convert them to inches or centimeters, so you've got that information handy when you then go ahead and choose the crochet pattern, crochet garment pattern that you want to make. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. It's been a blast. The first day, I was a little bit nervous to see how that goes, especially because of the time that we're running this live Q&A. But you guys have been amazing, and just seeing that little number there above my head of how many people are watching is really truly humbling. And thank you so much. And yeah, see you all tomorrow. So the lesson premieres at 12:30 UK time, British Summer Time still, and I'm gonna pop on to the live Q&A straight after the video lesson finishes, and I'm gonna go and rewatch the video lesson just in case, and I will be re-uploading the video from today again for you to watch. So thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow for day 2 of the 5-day crochet challenge to get you making your first crochet garment. Bye!